Nothing short of right is right.
There are absolutes. Mathematics proves the order of the universe.
With Uncle Dan in the Argentina reception home.
Special thanks to Uncle Philip for video and Uncle Fisher for music. Is about mathematics. How to teach mathematics to children that are 8 years up and older. This is for parents and teachers to show them how to demonstrate how math problems are done. And this is at a much faster rate than you would normally teach a child. Now there are some things that we'll do that can be done by children of 5 years and 6 years, but the approach we're going to use is for kids that I would say are at least 8 years old. They have to have some concept of numbers. They have to know that a 43-year-old man is older than a 12-year-old lady. They have to have that concept. Right? They have to know that if they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 Astral, that's really a 10 and a 2. They have to have those kinds of concepts already down. And they have to know, how many fingers do I have up? 3! Revolution! Okay, all passed the first test. Okay. How many fingers do I have up? 5! You didn't have to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know already that there's 5 fingers on here, right? Okay. How many fingers? 7! Okay, very good. I assume you figured that out and you went 5, 6, 7. You didn't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay? That's the entrance examination for this course. One more question. Without using your pencils or your papers, somebody please tell me the 9th letter of the alphabet. Blank. I. Anybody else agree with that? Okay, would you be so kind as to tell us how you did that?
It's an ACC.
And how did you know when to stop?
In your nice fingers.
That's the whole idea. Okay, you have to be able to go A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And I knew when to stop because I knew that was 9, even though I wasn't counting 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 9. I was counting something totally different. A, B, C, D. But you have to be able to make that one-to-one correspondence, which some children of 5 and 6 years old can do, but I would say most 8-year-olds can do. Because these are our most important tools. God gave them to us, and nobody can take them away. All right? Okay, so that's your entrance examination. Everybody passed? And on we go. First thing we're going to do is addition. First problem on your sheets is 5 plus 4. Now, it's nice if you have your addition facts already memorized and you can say 9. But if you can't, and while you're on the way to learning them, there's nothing wrong with going 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I knew that I was adding 4, so I used 4 fingers and I knew when to stop. Everybody do that. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, isn't that easy? Okay, next one. 3 plus 6. Now, you could start with 3, but it's easier to start with 6 because you have less counting to do. So when you have 2 numbers to add, start with the larger one. 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay? 3 plus 6 is 9. Next one. 5 plus 5. Everybody do it without me.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
All right. Now you cannot put a 10 in one place. Our number system only goes up to 9, and then we have 0 in the ones place and 1, 10. 1 in the 10th place. Next one. 8 plus 7. 8.
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15.
Very good. 15. Okay, now we're going to add a column of figures that is a little bit larger. 4 plus 3 plus 2. 4, 5, 6, 7, 7, 8, 9. So you take the sum of the first 2, and then you start with that and just go on to the next one. Okay? Seven plus 3 plus 6. 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 16. 9 plus 8 plus 4. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. That's the first one we've had that's given us a result of over 20. Now we have 8 plus 6. That's a good one. Yes, I did. 6 plus 9 plus 8 found that kids have all kinds of different ways that they dream up to add a column of figures that's this long, because what they want to do is avoid really taking it from the top down, right? And they try and make 10s, and they try and make 5s and 20s, and they get such confusion. Some of them are really good at it, and they can get it right every time, and those that do, we leave them alone. But those that don't, I encourage that we use this method. First of all, with the first two, we have a 6 and a 9. Which one should we start with?
9.
Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Never fails, always comes out right. Now, it's nice if they already know that 6 and 9 are 15. And there's some that know that 5 and 8 are 13, but they have trouble making the jump to 15 and 8 are 23. But they can get the answer using the fingers like we've done. And after they've done enough of them, they've seen it so many times that it begins to sink in, and after a while they won't need those fingers anymore. And it just comes after using it time after time. Okay, now we have numbers that come more than one digit. 62 plus 4. Well, you can start with a 4 if you want. 4, 5, 6. There's nothing here in the tens place. 6 plus 0 is 6. 53 plus 25. Okay, 5 plus 3, just because the 5 is larger. 5, 6, 7, 8. 5 plus 2. 5, 6, 7. 74 plus 44. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 7 plus 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 has to have a 1 here and a 1 in the next place over. 118. $34 plus 28. We can start with the 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now a 12 is a 10 and a 2. Okay, you put down the 2 and you carry the 1 to the tens place. You just make a little number right on top of the column. You write it smaller, and that lets you know that it was a carry number, a number that you picked up and carried to the top of the next number, next column. Okay, 3 and 1 are 4, 5, 6, 62. 59 plus 67. 9 plus 7. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Put down the 6, lift up, and carry the 1. 5 and 1 are 6. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. There's no other column to pick up this 1 to, so we just write it in the next place. Now they get to be a little larger. 36 plus 49 plus 28. And this is the same progression that I would teach kids these kind of problems in, each one being a little bit different and a little bit harder with one concept change at a time. We can do the 9 plus the 6. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Put down the 3, carry the 2. 3, 4, 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9, 10, 11. 113. $96 plus 4 plus 28. It's important to see that the 4 is in the ones column. If you had a story problem and it said you bought 96 apples and then 4 apples and then 28 apples, how many did you buy in all? You need to know that the 4 is over here in this column and there's not anything there except an invisible 0 in the tens column. 6 plus 4. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Put down the 8, carry the 1. 9, 10. 10, 11, 12. 128. 354 plus 727 plus 538. 7 plus 4. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Put down the 9, carry the 1. 5 plus 1 is 6. 6, 7, 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. Put down the 1, carry the 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. You can do the 7 and the 4 if you like. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And if you're getting pretty good at it by then, instead of saying 11 all over again, you can just close everything up and go 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So we save ourselves a little step as we get more and more used to it, and pretty soon you won't have to do those tricks at all. Okay, so here's your final exam on addition. 9,573 plus 421 plus 8,792 plus 86 plus 987. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Put down the 9, carry the 1. 8 plus 1, excuse me, 7 plus 1 is 8, 9, 10. Maybe you know without counting that 10 plus 9 is 19. 19. 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. 35. Put down the 5, carry the 3. 5, 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11, 12, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Put down the 8, carry the 2. 9, 10, 11, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19. Put your comma after 3 spaces. 19,859. Any questions about addition? Part 2, subtraction, 31 minutes. Okay, subtraction, take away. 7, take away 3. Now some people would start with their 7 fingers and take 3 away and see that there were 4 left. But that's only good enough for numbers up to 10 because all you have is 10 fingers. But here's a way that we can go up to 20 without using your toes. Okay. Just say that 3 are gone. 7 take away 3. 3 are gone. How many more do you need to get back to 7? It's the same process we were just doing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The answer is right there on your fingers. And what is it? 4. 4. Very good. Take away 4. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. What's the answer? 6. 6. 12, take away 5. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. The answer was? 7. This way you don't have to wait until you know the addition tables and until you know the subtraction tables in order to do these things. You just count them on your fingers until you've done it enough times that you really begin to memorize it. 18, take away 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Answer? 9. 37, take away 5. 7, take away 5. 5, 6, 7. Answer? 2. 3, take away 0. Still 3. 48. Take away 50. 8 take away 5. 5, 6, 7, 8. Answer?
3.
4 take away 1. 1, 2, 3, 4. Answer? 3. 82 take away 7. 2 take away 7. Answer? Can't do. That's what you need to say to yourself. Can't do it. If you have 2 apples, you cannot eat 7. You don't have that many. 2 take away 7, can't do. But you do have 8 tens over here, as well as 2 ones. And you can take any one of those tens and trade it in for 10 ones. They're both the same thing, a 10 or 10 ones. And you can use something like this to demonstrate example after example to give them something concrete. So, we're going to trade one of them in. We're going to go to the bank and borrow. The 8 becomes a 7. I like to cross it out as I'm talking about it. The 8 becomes a 7 so that the 2 can become a 12 because we traded it in for 10 ones. And put your 1 right in front of it like that so it looks like a 12. All right? Now, 12 take away 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Answer? 5. This is now a 7. It's no longer an 8. 7 take away 0 is 7. Answer 75. 64 take away 59. 4 take away 9. Answer? And 2. So, the 6 becomes a 5 so that the 4 can become a 14. 14 take away 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Answer? 5. 5 take away 5. 0. We took it all away. 5 take away 5. 5? No more. Okay? You do not have to write the 0 when it's at the front of a number. That's still 5. Looks kind of silly, so we just won't put it there. Answer is 5. Next one. 80 take away 19. 0 take away 9. Can't do. The 8 becomes a 7. So that the 0 can become a 10. There it is. 10 take away 9. 9, 10. Answer? 1. 7 take away 1. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Answer? 6. Now, it's about time we learn how to check these to make sure our answers are right. And subtraction is really the opposite of addition. When we found out that 7 take away 3 was 4, it is because 4 plus 3 is 7. We even said 3 are gone, 3 4, 5, 6, 7. We added the 4 back up until we got the 7. So if we were to add the 19 and the 61, and we were to get it right, we would get an answer of 80. Well, we could do that down here. We could say 19 plus 61. 9 plus 1. 9, 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 6 and 2. 6, 7, 8. And we did get the 80. But if we'd like to save ourselves the trouble of copying this over, we could do it right here. I like to make a little box around the problem, and I draw my line directly under this one, so there's a little space here for the numbers I might have to carry. Then I have the kids cover this up. We say 9 plus 1 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2, plus 6 is 8. We lift it up, and there's our original 80, and that shows us that we got it right, and we didn't have to write very much more. And from the first time that I've taught them how to do the check, they have to do the check on every subtraction problem I give them. And so will us. So will we. $548 take away 206. Now, we'll assume that by this time we're beginning to know our addition facts and our subtraction facts, and we won't count everything on our fingers anymore. But a lot of the children that I work with continue to do that for quite some time until they really know them. 8 take away 6 is 2. 4 take away 0 is 4. 5 take away 2 is 3. Do the check. 6 plus 2 is 8. 0 plus 4 is 4. 2 plus 3 is 5. 548. 548. We got it right. Next one. $642 take away 513. 2 take away 3. The 4 becomes a
3.
So that the 2 becomes a
12.
12 take away 3 is 9. 3 take away 1 is 2. 6 take away 5 is 1. Do the check. 9 plus 3, 9, 10, 11, 12. 12. Carry it right up here. A little number so you know it's a carry number. 1 plus 1 is 2, 3, 4. 5 plus 1 is 6. 642, 642. You look to your original number before you borrow. 642, and that shows that we got it right. $725 take away 270. 5 take away 0. 5. You can just shout out the answers now. 2 take away 7. And do. The 7 becomes a
6.
so that the 2 becomes a
12.
12 take away 7 is 6 take away 2 is 4. Do the check. 0 plus 5, 5 plus 0 is 5. 7 plus 5 is 12, put down the 2, carry the 1. 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 725, 725. 315. Take away 187. 5 take away 7.
Can
do. The 1 becomes a
0.
0. That's quite all right that it becomes a 0. So that the 5 can become a 15. We'll count this one. 15 take away 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. If I could hold up 2 hands, you'd see it was 8. 0 take away 8. Can do. Have to borrow again. The 3 becomes a 2. So that the 0, it's now a 0. The 0 becomes a 10. And we put that right next to the 0. So it looks like a 10. 10 take away 8 is 2. 2 take away 1 is
1.
And we do the check. 7 plus 8. 8 plus 7 counts up to 15. Put down 5, carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 10, 11. Put down the 1, carry the 1. 1, 2, 3. 315. 315. We got it right. $516, take away $219. Now it's very important that we always start from this side. From here it looks fine. 5 take away 2 is 3, and 1 take away 1 is 0, like we won't have any problems. But you must always start here, because 6 take away 9,
Can do.
and the 1 becomes a
0.
So the 6 can become a
16.
16 take away 9. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. 7. 0 take away 1. Can do. The 5 becomes a
4.
so that the 0 becomes a
10.
10 take away 1 is
9.
4 take away 2 is
2.
Do the check. 9 plus 7 counts up to 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 9 plus 2, 9, 10, 11. Put down the 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 2, 2 plus 1 is 3, 4, 5. 516. 740, take away 320. Now we start to use the zeros. But this one, 0 take away 0 is?
0.
No problem. 4 take away 2 is?
2.
7 take away 3 is?
4.
Okay, I shall not even bother to do the check now. 650 take away 423. 0 take away 3.
Can do.
Can't do. The 5 becomes a
4.
so that the 0 becomes a 10 take away 3 is
7.
4 take away 2 is
2.
6 take away 4 is
2.
okay. 7 30, take away 142. 0, take away 2. Can't do. The 3 becomes a,
2.
so that the 0 becomes a,
10.
10 take away 2 is,
8.
2 take away 4. Can't do. The 7 becomes a,
6.
so that the 2 becomes a 12. 12 take away 4. I think I'll count that one. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Answer? 8. 12 take away 4 is 8. 6 take away 1 is
5.
5. Let's do the check on that. 2 plus 8, 8 plus 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 8 plus 5. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 5 plus 2 is 7. And that would also be right for us. I wonder if we'll get one wrong. 803 take away 212. 3 take away 2, 1. No problem there. 0 take away 1, can't do. The 8 becomes a,
7.
so that the 0 becomes a,
10.
10 take away 1 is 9. 7 take away 2 is
5.
5. 807 take away 2, 8, 8. 7 take away 8. Can do. We need to borrow. There's nothing here to borrow from. So we have to go all the way over to the hundreds. The 8 becomes a,
7.
so that the 0 becomes a
8.
10. You can't just bring it all the way over there. You're taking 100 and turning it into 10 tens. The 8 becomes a 7 so that the 0 can become a 10. We still have to borrow to help out our 7. We can borrow from the 10. The 10 becomes a 9 so that the 7 can become a 17. 17 take away 8. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Answer?
9.
9. 9 take away 8 is 1. 7 take away 2 is 5. We'll do the check on this one. 9 plus 8 counts up to 17. Put down the 7, carry the 1. 8 plus 1 is 9. 1 more is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 5 plus 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. 807, 807. $700. Take away 392. 0 take away 2. Can't do. We have to borrow all the way from the 7. The 7 becomes a 6 for the 0 to become a,
10.
and the 10 becomes a
9.
for this 0 to become a 10. 10 take away 2 is 8. 9 take away 9, 0. 6, take away 3 is 3. Let's do the check. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 9 plus 1 is 10. Plus 0 is still 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 5, 6, 7. 700. 700. 8,017. Take away 2,248. 7 take away 8.
Can
Do. Borrow from the 1. The 1 becomes a,
0.
so that the 7 becomes a,
17.
17 take away 8 is 9. 0 take away 4. Can do. Borrow from the 8. The 8 becomes a 7, so that the 0 becomes a,
10.
and the 10 becomes a,
9.
so this 0 becomes a.
10.
10 take away 4 is,
6.
9 take away 2 is,
7.
7 take away 2 is,
5.
let's do the check. 8 plus 9 is 17. Put down 7, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. Plus 6 is 11. Put down the 1, carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. Plus 5 is 8. 8017, 8017. Okay, here comes our final exam for subtraction. Next two problems. 70,301. Take away 42,318. 1 take away 8. Can't do. Borrow from the 3. The 3 becomes a,
2.
so the 0 becomes a 10. The 10 becomes a
9.
so the 1 becomes an
11.
11 take away 8. 8, 9, 10, 11. 3. 9 take away 1 is 8. 2 take away 3.
Can do.
Borrow from the 7. The 7 becomes a 6, as the 0 becomes a 10. And the 10 becomes a 9, for the 2 to become a 12. 12 take away 3. Let's count that one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Answer?
9.
9. 9 take away 2 is 7. 6 take away 4 is 2. Let's do the check. 8 plus 3 is 11. Put down the 1, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 3 plus 1 is 4. 4 plus 9 or 9 plus 4. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 7 plus 3 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5. 6, 7. 70301. 70301. 100,402. And that's the way you read that. Take away 34,218. 2 take away 8. Can't do. Borrow from the 4. The 4 becomes a, so that the 0 becomes a, the 10 becomes a, so the 2 becomes a 12. 12 take away 8 is 4. 9 take away 1 is 8. 3 take away 2 is 1. 0 take away 4. Can't do. Borrow from the 6. The 6 becomes a 5. So that the 0 becomes a 10. The 10 becomes a 9. So that this 0 becomes a 10. 10 take away 4 is 6. 9 take away 3 is 6. 5 take away 0 is 5. 566,184. And we'll do the check. 8 plus 4 is 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 1 is 4. 4 plus 6, 6 plus 4 is 10. Put down 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 plus 6 again is 10. Carry the 1. 1 plus 5 is 6. 600,402. 600,402. Any questions about subtractions? The first one says 4 times 2. It is as if you had 2 rows of 4. Or it is as if you had 4 rows of 2. You can read this one either way because they're both the same. The next problem is going to be 2 times 4. Some people say 2 times 4 is this one, and some people say 2 times 4 is that one, but we don't care. Right? Because they're both the same. Now, let's count them up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 4 is 8. Now we're confronted with the fact that we're supposed to know all of the times table. And I have found that rather than having a child take all the time to learn it all first, we can just present him with a times table and let him use it. And by the time he's finished with multiplication and division and fractions and decimals using this as a tool, he will have it pretty well memorized and won't need it again. But let's just look at it and see what we already know about it. First, we have to learn how to use the times table. Okay, if you wanted to know what 5 times 4 would be, you go 5 times 4 using 2 fingers, 1 down the 5 row, 1 across the 4 row, until you got the answer, which is 20. All right? Now, would you like to see me give 3 astrals to this lady 0 times? Would you like to see it again? Okay. I gave it to you 0 times. How many did you get? How many do you have?
None.
None. Okay? If you give it to somebody 0 times, 3 times 0 is 0. Because anything times 0 is 0. Now, for my next trick, I will give her 0 astrales 3 times. Have to be really fast on this one. Want to see it again? I did that 20, 30 times. All right? So, 3 times 0 and 0 times 3, no matter what, is just plain
0.
Okay, so everybody knows that already, right? Okay. Now we have the ones table. Suppose I was to give her 3 astrals 1 time. Take them. How many you got?
3 astrals.
Yes, 3 times 1 is 3. Suppose I were to take them back and I were to give her 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 astrales 1 time. How many you got?
5.
5. 5 times 1 is 5. 6 times 1 is?
6.
7 times 1 is?
7.
Suppose I were to give her 1 astral 5 times. So 1, another time, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times. I gave her 1, 5 times. How many you got?
5.
So 1 times 5 or 5 times 1 is still 5. Anything multiplied by itself is that same thing. Very good. Now we see that we know the ones table. See, it's getting smaller now. All we have to learn is that. Okay, let's try the 2 table. We can count by 2s using our fingers. Just shoot out a finger every time you hit the beat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. 7 times 2 is 14. You just have to know when you're going to stop. Let's try 9 times 2. I'm going to do it till I finish with the 9th finger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 9 times 2 is 18. Okay? If you already know how to count by 2s, you don't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4. You can just go 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. 9 times 2 is 18. But we all found we can easily handle 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's not too big a package to remember at one time. So now everybody knows the 2s table. Well, let's see how we can do with packages of 3. Let's do 6 times 3, which should be 18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. 6 3s. 6 times 3 is 18. So we can handle in our mind packages of 3 and count up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we can tell ourselves that we know the 3 table, or at least we are capable of very quickly counting up the 3 table on our fingers. How about 4? Well, that's going to be a pretty big package, but we'll try it. Let's do 7 times 4, which should give us 28. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Okay, 7 times 4 is 28. And with a stretch of the imagination, we can tell ourselves that we're getting to know the 4 table. Okay, how about the 5 table? Everybody knows the 5 table. Everyone knows how to count 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's do 6 times 5. And we don't even have to count as a package, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Just go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. 6 times 5 is 30. So we can tell ourselves that we are able to deal with the 5's table. Not too much left is there. How about a trick for the 9? Everybody hold up your hands. Just like that. Okay, our fingers are just numbered right across. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Suppose I were to tuck under the 3rd finger because I wanted to know 9 times 3. Well, I'm going to have somebody else come up here and do that so I can point. So you please come up. Put up both hands and tuck under the 3rd finger because we're going to do 9 times 3. Okay, now move a little bit to the left so that we can see it all. Keep your hands over to the right. Way, stretch them out way over to the left. How's that? Okay, you will see that to the left of her finger that she tucked under, she's got 2 of them. And to the right of her finger that she's tucked under, she's got the 5 plus these 2. She's got 7. 27. 9 times 3 is 27. All right. Let's do another one. Let's do 9 times 6. All right. Now, put your hands way over to the right so we can see them. Tuck under the number 6 finger. There we go. We got 5 over here. We got 4 over there. 9 times 6 is 54. All right, we'll do one more. Let's do 9 times 7. All right, she puts up her hands, she tucks under number 7, and we have on this side 6, and on this side 3. 9 times 7 is 63, and that takes care of the ever troublesome 9's table. So let us tell ourselves that we know all about the 9's table. Well, look what's left of that horrible monster, the times table. Not very much. Just this little box right in here. Now, I'm going to show you a trick that works for even the 9's as well. Everything from 6 times 6 all the way up through 9 times 9 and even 10 times 10. All right. First one we're going to do is 7 times 7. Now, here's one of my hands. Sort of a chubby thumb. And here's my other hand. Now, for this trick, the thumb is always 6. And we just number up 7, 8, 9, 10. 7, 8, 9, 10. Now, since we are doing 7 times 7, I have placed my hands in such a way that the 2 7 fingers are pointing toward each other. Now you ask yourself, how many fingers are in the group that is touching or below or toward you as you put your hands on the table? And we see a group of 1, 2, 3, 4 fingers. So we'll put our 4 up there. Now, here we have 3, and here we have 3, and 3 times 3 is what? 9. Okay, 3 plus 3 is 6, but 3 times 3 is 9. We put the 9 there, and we have 7 times 7 is 49. Now let's do 7 times 8. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I will put the 8 finger next to that. And you all that are watching can put your hands together in the very same way. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many fingers are in the group that is touching or below? We're doing 7 times 8. Touching or below is a group of how many? 5. Here we have 3. Here we have 2. Multiply the ones on top. 3 times 2 is 6. It worked again. Let's try 9 times 8. 9 times 8 equals something, something. I shall try to draw a hand without a model. There. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And then I want to put the 9. I think I need help on that. I'll get so confused. There we go. It's easier to do it yourself with your own hands in front of you than it is to draw it on the board. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. How many fingers in the group that are touching or below? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 it is. 7. 2 times 1 is 2. 9 times 8 is 72. Now we do the 3 of them that are a little more difficult. We will try 7 times 6, which of course is the same as 6 times 7. And the trick of course works, but it's a little bit tricky. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, and we want to try it with 6. So I hope everybody's doing this with their own hands at the same time as I do it on the board. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many fingers in the group that are touching or below? 3. Let's put a 3 here. Here we have 3, and here we have 4. What is 3 times 4?
12.
Well, you can't put the 12 in one place. You've got to put down the 2 and carry the 1, and that changes this 3 into a 4. 7 times 6, or 6 times 7, is 42. And your final examination on this one is to do 6 times 6. Everybody get your hands down, put your 2 thumbs together for 6 times 6. Quiet, Everybody got your hands laid out like they should be? We're doing 6 times 6 equals blankety blank. How many fingers are touching or below? 2. Here we have 4 times 4. What is 4 times 4? Put down the 6, carry the 1, which means 2 plus 1 is 3. 6 times 6 is 36. And now you can tell yourself that you know the entire times table. Part 3, multiplication, continued. Section B, by a single-digit number and by a number ending in 0. 26 minutes. Okay, 5 times 3. 5 times 3. 5 times 3 is 15. Just learning to use the times table. 9 times 9. Now you have 2 different finger tricks that'll work for that, or you just look at your times table. 9 times 9 is 81. 81. 7 times 8. 7 times 8. And if you're just beginning with it, you really should use 2 hands. Take the 8 here and the 7 here, and you get 56. Or if you like to use the 7 here and the 8 here, you still get 56. 7 times 8, 8 times 7, whichever it is, 56. Okay, now we're going to do some multiplications that are a little larger. 23 times 3. And assuming that you can all read your times tables, we won't use it anymore. We will just say the answer as we go along. 3 is 23 times 3. First you multiply the 3 times 3, then you multiply the 2 times 3. Always start on the side of the ones column. 3 times 3 is?
9.
And 2 times 3 is?
6.
23 times 3 is 69. 63 times 2. 3 times 2 is? 6 times 2 is? We need to use up 2 places for the 12. And we get 126. 45 times 2. 5 times 2 is 10. We cannot put a 10 in one place. We have to carry it. Pick up and carry the 1. We say 5 times 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. Now, it's very important that the next thing we do is 4 times 2 is,
8.
plus the 1 is,
9.
it's very important that you don't add in your 1, that you don't add in your carry number until after you have multiplied. If we put the 4 and the 1 together first and got 5, and then multiplied that by 2, we would get a totally different answer. Always multiply and then add in the carry number. Now 45 times 2 is the same thing as 45 plus 45. It's just a better and quicker way of doing addition. Let's do it as an addition problem. 5 plus 5 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. Let's save the 1 till last. 4 plus 4 is 8. Plus the 1 is 9. You see, we get the same answer of 90. $57 times 3. 7 times 3 is?
21.
I didn't bring you all your times tables, did I? But at least you have the one there. I have times tables to give you all. I didn't bring them. But you can just look up there. Maybe Aunt Joy, you can go and they're in the box somewhere. Okay, 7 times 3 is?
21.
Put down the 1.
Carry
Carry the 2. And hold the 2 up there and do 5 times 3 is?
15.
Plus the 2, 17. Very good. 59 times 7. 9 times 7 is? 63. Put down the 3, carry the 6. 5 times 7 is 35. 35. 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. A problem like that is a good time to count up because it's sometimes very difficult to do 35 plus 6 in your head. So that's the time to say 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. 413. Thank you, Aunt Joy, for the times tables. 40 times 2. Just to remind ourselves of what happens when we multiply by 0. 0 times 2 is? 0. And 4 times 2 is? 8. 81 times 5. Just to remind ourselves what happens when you multiply by 1. 1 times 5 is?
5.
8 times 5 is?
40.
40. 405. 323 times 3. 323 times 3. 3 times 3 is? 9. 2 times 3 is?
6.
3 times 3 is? 9. 969. 417 times 4. 7 times 4 is?
28.
Put down the 8, carry the 2. 1 times 4 is 4, plus 2 is 6. Nothing to carry. 4 times 4 is 16. 1,668. 563 times 2. 3 times 2 is?
6.
6 times 2 is? 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 5 times 2 is?
10.
Plus the 1 is? 11. 1,126. 746 times 3. 6 times 3 is? 18. Put down the 8, carry the 1. 4 times 3 is?
12.
Plus the 1,
13.
put down the 3, carry the 1. 7 times 3 is?
21.
Plus the 1, 22. 849 times 7. 9 times 7 is?
63.
Put down the 3, carry the 6. 4 times 7 is?
28.
Plus the 6, 28. 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Put down the 4, carry the 3. 8 times 7 is 56, 57, 58, 59. 5,943. 370 times 4. 0 times 4 is? 0. 7 times 4 is?
28.
Put down the 8, carry the 2. 3 times 4 is?
12.
Plus the 2, 14. 1,480. 304 times 2. 4 times 2 is? 8. 0 times 2 is?
0.
3 times 2 is?
6.
507 times 3. 7 times 3 is?
21.
Put down the 1, carry the 2. 0 times 3 is? 0. Plus the 2 is 2. 5 times 3 is 15. Notice that the 0 in the middle allowed you to keep the 2 from the 7 times 3 is 21. The 0 in the middle was your friend. It makes it much easier. Okay, 4 times 10 equals what? 40, because you can go 10, 20, 30, 40. 4 times 10 is 40. 8 times 10 is 80. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80. Most children are able to do those right away. Then we say 12 times 10, and they don't know what to do. So I say, well, look what happened to the 4 when you multiplied it by the 10. It became a 4 with a 0 after it that it got from the 10. Look what happened to the 8 when you multiplied it by the 10. It just became the 8 with the 0 after it that it got from the 10. Now look what happens to the 12 when you multiply it by the 10. It just becomes a 12 with the 0 after it that you got from the 10. Now, 523 times 10 equals what? You put the 5, 2, 3, you bring along the 0 because you're multiplying by 10, and you got 5,230. When I say 523 times 10 is what, I usually encourage them just to say 5, 2, 3, 0, and after they've written it down, they can read it 5,230. But it's hard to think of the exact name of the number while you're trying to write the numerals down at the same time. Times 4 equals what? It equals 40. But you don't have to count by 4s because 10 times 4 is the same as 4 times 10. So it doesn't make any difference if the 10 is in front or if the 10 is in the back. 10 times 4, you put down the 4, bring along the 0 from the 10. 10 times 4 is 40. So 10 times 37 is 370. I mean, we might say 370 or 0 and then read it. 370. 6 times 100 is 600. We keep the 6 and bring along the 2 zeros because we're multiplying by 100 instead of just by 10. 42 times 100 equals what? Keep the 42. Bring along the 2 zeros, 4200, 4,200. 68 times 1,000. Bring along the 68. Bring along the 3 zeros, 68000, 68,000. And the last one of these, 100 times 417. It doesn't matter that we put the 100 in the front. We just keep the 417, bring along the 2 zeros from the 100, 41700, 41,700. And that's all you have to do when multiplying by 10 or 100 or 1,000. Numbers that have a 1 followed by a 0 or 2 zeros or 3 zeros or more zeros. Now, 35 times 20 equals what? That's something we don't know how to do at all. But we do know that 20 is the same thing as 2 times 10. So this is really 35 times 2 times 10. But we don't know how to multiply 3 numbers. You only showed us how to multiply 2. Well, let's take another example. Let's do 3 easy numbers. 2 times 3 times 4. 2 times 3 is,
6.
and that 6 times 4 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. We can do it here if we need to, like that. And 12 times 2 is 24. Or 4 times 2 is,
8.
and that 8 times 3 is,
24.
so if we have 3 numbers, we can multiply them in any order we would like to. Well, I have 3 numbers, 35, 2, and 10. And I don't want to multiply 10 times 2 first, because if I do, I get 20, and I'm back where I started, and I don't know what to do. So I'm going to multiply the 35 times the 2 first. 35 times 2. That's easy enough. 5 times 2 is,
10.
put down the 0, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is,
6.
plus the 1 is
7.
70. So this became 70. Now all I have to do is multiply 70 times 10. 70 times 10 is what?
700.
We keep the 70, bring along the 0 from the 10, and we get 700. But the way we like to do that is to bring along the 0 from the 10 right away and put it right in our answer. When we see the problem 35 times 20, we don't need all of this. We just rewrite it 35 times 20 and slide the 0 over the right so that we can clearly see 35 times 2. Just bring this 0 down here because we know that after we multiply 2, we're multiplying by 20, by 10 for the 20. 5 times 2 is 10, carry the 1. 3 times 2 is 6, plus the 1 is 7. 700. Okay, next one. 46 times 40. Well, we have to rewrite it. The 46, take the 40, slide over the 0, and bring it down. And now you just have to do 46 times 4. 6 times 4 is?
24.
Carry the 2. 4 times 4 is?
16.
Plus the 2? 18. 1,840. Next one. 58 times 300. It's presented to you like this, and you rewrite it like that, sliding over both the zeros, bringing them down. All you have to do is 58 times 3. 8 times 3 is?
24.
Put down 4, carry the 2. 5 times 3 is?
15.
Plus the 2 is 17. $500 times 827. That looks like a rather complicated problem. However, just take the 827, bring the 500 down here, slide the 2 zeros over to the right, and bring the 2 zeros down. 7 times 5 is? 35. Put down the 5, carry the 3. 2 times 5 is 10, plus 3 is 13. Put down the 3, carry the 1. 8 times 5 is 40, plus the 1 is 41. 413,500. This is how you multiply by numbers that end in zeros. 428 times 6,000. You write down the 428, the 6,000, you slide over the zeros and bring them down. 8 times 6 is 48. Put down the 8, carry the 4. 2 times 6 is 12, plus the 4, 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 4 times 6 is 24, plus the 1 is 25. 2,568,000. And here's your final exam on these. 8,000 times 508 equals what? 508. 8,000, slide over the 3 zeros, bring them down into your answer. 8 times 8 is 64. Put down the 4, carry the 6. 0 times 8 is 0, plus 6 is 6. 5 times 8 is 40. The 0 in the middle was your friend. It allows you to have 8 times 8 remain as 64. 4,064,000. Each of these numbers has 2 digits, 24 and 12. Well, we don't know how to do that. Well, 24 times 12 is the same thing as 12 24s. So let's write down some 24s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 10 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And here's 2 more of them. If we could know how much 10 of them was, and then know how much 2 of them was, and add all that together, we could know how much 12 of them is. Well, we could add these up, couldn't we? But we have a very speedy way of finding out about 10 24s. 24 times 10 is the same as 10 times 24. What is 24 times 10?
240.
Yes, because you keep the 24 and bring along the 0 from the 10. So 10 of them is 240. Now we could add up the 2 of them. 4 plus 4 is?
8.
2 plus 2 is?
4.
48. But we could also multiply them. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. 2 of those 2 of those 24s is 48. And 10 of those 24s makes 240. If we had the 2 of them and added that to the 10 of them, 8 plus 0 is 8, 4 plus 4 is 8, 0 plus 2 is 2. 2 of them plus 10 of them is 12 of them. So 12 24s is 288. And that is the explanation of why what I'm going to show you next works. And if a child can understand this explanation, then he won't get mixed up in which numbers to multiply by which numbers, because he'll remember that first he has to find out about 2 of those 24s, then he has to find out about 10 of them. And even though he'll be multiplying 24 times 1, this 1 is in the tens place. This 1 is a 10. One of the first things we said you had to know to make it into this classroom tonight was that 12 is really 10 plus 2. If you don't know that, you can't come to school. All right? Now, we don't have to do all this work. I like to set things up in nice columns and boxes when somebody starts learning this. So we'll write that out like that. And in order to remind ourselves that the 1 is a 10, and that when we multiply 24 times 10, we bring along the 0, we'll put the 0 right in there even before we start. Okay, first we do 24 times 2. You can even cover up the 1 and pretend it isn't there. 4 times 2 is
8.
2 times 2 is
4.
24 times 2 is 48. This first row here is for when you multiply by the 2, the first number here. And this 48 here is the same one as that. The same 48. Now we do the second row. And if you can find some way to do it, you can cover up the 2 and pretend it isn't there. We'll just pretend without me covering it up. 4 times 1 is
4.
2 times 1 is
2.
Now we have the same 48 and the same 240 that we had here, and we're going to add them up the same way we did over there. 8 plus 0 is 8. 4 plus 4 is 8. 0 plus 2 is 2. And we get the same answer, 288, that we got over here when we did it the long way. This is just the explanation of why this works. First we do 2 of them in the first row. Then we do 10 of them in the second row. And then we add them up. Sometimes we cover this up so it doesn't bother us, and we just say 8 plus 0 is 8, 4 plus 4 is 8, 0 plus 2 is 2, and then we're done. Now, we don't need this anymore. Let's try where is this? 22 times 14. We will draw our boxes. Usually, I would present this problem to the student with the boxes already drawn and the 0 already put in until he or she has done quite a few of them and doesn't need the boxes or the 0 anymore. First row, 22 times 4. 2 times 4 is
8.
and 2 times 4 is
8.
Second row, 2 times 1 is
2.
and 2 times 1 is
2.
Let's add them up. 8 plus 0 is 8. 8 plus 2 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. Make it a nice small carry number so you can see right away that the first row answer was 88 and this little 1 was just a carry number from adding. If you make a big 1 for your carry number, you'll come back to check it later and think that the first row answer was 188, and it wasn't. It was just 88. So make your carry numbers really small and directly overhead because you're adding the numbers in a vertical up and down column. There's no reason to put it over to the side. 1 plus 2 is 3. The answer is 308. Now we'll try 14 times 22. Can anybody guess what the final answer is going to be before we start? 308. And that's because 22 times 14 is the same thing as 14 times 22. And when I teach these, I always give them in pairs because the second one is the check on the first. They do the one, they do the other, and if the numbers come out the same, then they know they have it right and they can go on by themselves. If they don't come out the same, then they ask for help. Okay, we give them the 0 and start from there. 4 times 2 is? 1 times 2 is?
2.
Second row. 4 times 2 is? 1 times 2 is?
2.
Notice that the first row answers are not the same in each problem. This one is 88 and this one is 28. This one is 220 and this one is 280. But let's see what happens when we add them up. 8 plus 0 is? 2 plus 8 is? Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3. 308, 308. Our checks came out. We know we got it right. $43 times 32. First row, 3 times 2 is?
6.
4 times 2 is?
8.
Second row, 3 times 3 is?
9.
4 times 3 is?
12.
We need to put something in this extra place because we have 12. Let's add them up. 6 plus 0 is?
6.
8 plus 9. 9 plus 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. 17. Put down the 7, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, and 0 plus 1 is 1. 1,376. Let's do the check. 32 times 43. Put in our boxes and our 0. First row. 2 times 3 is 6. 3 times 3 is 9. Second row. 2 times 4 is?
8.
3 times 4 is?
12.
Add them up. 6 plus 0 is?
3.
9 plus 8 is 17. Put down 7, carry the 1. 1 plus 2 is 3, and a 1. 1, 3, 7, 6, 1, 3, 7, 6. The answers in the first row are not the same. The answers in the second row are not the same, but the final answers for each problem are the same. $54 times 34. Four times 4 is,
16.
put down the 6 and carry the 1 and just put it right above the 5 there. A small little one so that you know it's a carry number. Okay, we've done 4 times 4 is 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 5 times 4 is, plus the 1, 21. Second row. 4 times 3 is 12. Put down the 2. And this time, because you're in the second row, let's put our carry number on the side of the 5. And let's always do that. Then we'll know that the one on top is our first row carry number, and the one on the side is our second row carry number, and we'll never get them mixed up one with the other. So we have 4 times 3 is 12. Put down the 2, carry the 1. 5 times 3 is,
15.
plus the 1 is,
16.
6 plus 0 is,
6.
1 plus 2 is,
3.
2 plus 6 is,
8.
and a 1. Let's try to check, see if we got it right. 34 times 54. Four times 4 is 16. Put down the 6, carry the 1. 3 times 4 is 12, plus the 1, 13. 4 times 5 is 20. Put down the 0, carry the 2, and put it to the side because it's a second row carry number. We've just done 4 times 5 is 20. Put down the 0, carry the 2. 3 times 5 is,
15.
plus the 2.
17.
Let's add those up. 6 plus 0 is, 3 plus 0 is,
3.
1 plus 7 is,
8.
and a 1. 1, 8, 3, 6. 1, 8, 3, 6. We got them right again. $78 times 65. Now, let's suppose that we've been doing quite a few of these and we don't need the boxes anymore. 8 times 5 is,
40.
put down the 0, carry the 4 on top. 7 times 5 is,
35.
plus the 4, 36, 37, 38, 39. 39. Second row. You can put in the 0 if you want to, or you can do without it, provided that you remember that your answer for 8 times 6 is going to go in this column under the 6, because the 6 is really 60. So if you can remember to keep it over here, instead of putting it there, it's okay to do without the 0. But I have found it takes kids a while to learn that. And that's the mistake they'll most often make in this kind of problem. They'll forget to slide the second row over. So we'll keep the 0 in there for now. 8 times 6 is 48. Put down the 8, carry the 4. 7 times 6 is 42, plus 4, 43, 44, 45, 46. 46. Adding them up, 0, 9 plus 8 is 17. Put down the 7, carry the 1. 1 plus 3 is 4, plus 6 is 10. Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. Let's do the check on that one just to make sure we got it right. See, mine have it. I put the boxes in anyway. I was going to say let's do it without the boxes, but I'm so used to drawing them that I did. 5 times 8 is
40.
Put down the 0, carry the 4. 6 times 8 is 48, 49, 50, 51, 52. 52. Second row, 5 times 7 is 35. Put down the 5, carry the 3. 6 times 7 is 42, 43, 44, 45. 45. Adding them up. 0 plus 0 is? 2 plus 5 is? 5 plus 5 is? Put down the 0, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5070. 5070. Now that we're experts on that, let's do a bigger one. 623 times 48. And I think we better have some boxes. Maybe even an extra row of boxes over there. First, we're going to find out 623 times 8 for the first row, then 623 times 4 for 40 for the second row. 3 times 8 is?
34.
Put down the 4, carry the 2. 2 times 8 is?
16.
Plus 2,
18.
put down the 8, carry the 1. 6 times 8 is?
48.
Plus 1,
49.
49. Second row, 3 times 4 is?
12.
Put down the 2, carry the 1. 2 times 4 is?
8.
Plus 1 is?
9.
6 times 4 is?
24.
24. There was no carry number to add in. Don't add in this one up here. That's a first row carry number. If you didn't have separate places to put them, you might forget what you were doing and add in that one, but we don't want to use that one. So we have 6 times 4 is 24. 4 plus 0 is? 8 plus 2 is?
10.
Carry the 1. 1 plus 9 is 10, and 10 plus 9 is?
19.
Put down the 9, carry the 1. 1 plus 4 is?
5.
Plus 4 more is?
9.
And the 2. 29,900 4. And we have just 2 more of these to do. Thought it would never happen. 80468. This is just to remind you that the 0 in the middle is your what? Your friend. This makes it 4 times 8 is 32. If you'd like to remember that as your friend, you can put the 3 right there. But otherwise, 4 times 8 is 32, put down the 2, carry the 3. 0 times 8 is 0, plus the 3, gives you back the 3. 8 times 8 is 64. 4 times 6 is 24, put down 4, carry the 2. 0 times 6 is 0, plus the 2 is 2. 8 times 6 is 48. 2 plus 0 is 2. 3 plus 4 is 7. 4 plus 2 is 6. 6 plus 8 is 14. 1 plus 4 is 5. 54,600. To be continued, same time, same station.
Golden Age Productions, Golden Age Productions, standing in the gap of your educational needs.